Hi, my name's Deanna Hope, and welcome back to Spooky Spotlight, the show where I shine a light on horror films that you may or may not have heard of. Today, we will be discussing Shark Night, a 2011 action horror film directed by David R. Ellis. This film is about 6 college students who join their fellow classmate at her remote lake house for spring break. Soon after they arrive, they realize they are not alone in the water. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Sharks in a lake? Huh? But this is a saltwater lake, so although it is highly unlikely, it is still possible. First off, these opening credits are incredible. Having sharks swimming to heavy metal music is something I did not know I needed in my life. Right off the bat, we have some incredible talent in the film. We have Sarah Paxton playing our it girl, who's also named Sarah. We also have Dustin Milligan, who plays Nick, a med student, which that can come in handy in a shark situation. Something else I love about this film is they waste no time getting to the action. Once they get to the lake house, they immediately all get in their bathing suits, and boom, they're already in the water, and Malik, played by Sinqua Walls, gets his arm taken off by a shark. The way they filmed this, arm gone reveal to me is legendary. The fact that they focus on Sarah, we know Malik's walking out of the water, but we haven't seen him yet. They're focusing in on Sarah, and then she reacts to something off camera that we don't know what's going on, and then we get the reveal that his arm is gone. From that moment forward, the film erupts into chaos, and at no point does it slow down. I am a really big fan of shark movies. This one is definitely in my top favorites due to many aspects that make this film stand out compared to other shark films. Now, of course, there's no service on the island, and the only way they can access it is by boat, so our characters really have no choice but to be on or in the water. Nick realizes the gravity of the situation, and being the med student he is, he ends up running and diving in to try to save Malik's arm, wherever it is, nearly getting himself killed by a shark in the process. Now Nick knows he has limited time to save Malik and his arm, so he grabs him, Sarah, Malik's girlfriend, and Malik, and they all set off on boat to try to find him help. This rescue attempt goes horribly wrong thanks to the sharks. Malik's girlfriend, who is played by Alyssa Diaz, ends up getting killed, and they crash the boat and it quite literally explodes, leaving them trapped on the island. Once Malik wakes up and figures out that his girlfriend died, he very much wants to seek revenge on the shark. He kind of feels like it's an eye for an eye type of situation. He surprisingly succeeds at killing the shark. Him and this hammerhead go head to head in the water. Hit it head to head. And he actually ends up killing it. They drag it on land, and the shark, the hammerhead itself, is actually a practical effect. So once it's on land, it looks so epic. We all know by now, Deanna loves her practicals. This film did a great job at mixing CGI with practicals, so some of the sharks of course had to be CGI, but some of them were practicals, so it really mixed together and made it look really great. They filmed in a real lake, so the underwater shots look really great. They look a little murky, a little grainy, unlike other shark films where they can just be straight clear shots because they film in a pool. Once Nick sees that it's a hammerhead, he realizes that the shark that had attacked Malik earlier was not a hammerhead, which means not only are there more than one shark in the water, but there's more than one species, which is another reason this film is great. They didn't stop at one shark species, they didn't stop at 2, they didn't even stop at 3. Now, I don't know how many species we see throughout the film. We do see a fair amount. However, it is stated at a certain point that there's 46 different sharks and different shark species in that water. And the reason we know how many sharks are in that water is because of the twist halfway through the film. It turns out that the sharks didn't just end up there. They were actually put there by Sarah's crazy ex and his weird hillbilly friend. Now these two that put the sharks in the lake, they pretend to offer the college students help. In the process, they abduct 2 of them. They took Gordon and they shot him and then threw him overboard, which then he gets eaten by a shark. And they are left with the other college student, Beth, played by Catherine McPhee. They then explain to her how they're gonna kill her using a new species of shark that they had found, I think the day beforehand, called a cookie cutter shark, and they were gonna film it. leading to a really gnarly, slow death. So sharks were not the only enemy in this film. Thanks to Nick rescuing Sarah, she survives along with him and along with her dog. Now the other two creeps end up dying at the hand of their own creepy obsession. This is not your average shark film, and that's why I love it so much. Something else we learn in this film is there are 350 different species of sharks. I would really love to see more shark movies in the future that focus on other species other than your typical great white or tiger shark or bull shark. That is it for this episode of Spooky Spotlight. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and comment and let me know if you end up watching the film or what you think of it yourself. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.